Hey friends, TUXX here. For this particular video, I want to talk about ripping CDs. I get a lot of questions about how do you actually get MP3s or audio files or FLAC files or whatever have you, DSD, DSF, that kind of thing. So this is like the first basic video in a series of videos I'm going to make about ripping CDs and how to increase your own actual music collection digitally, okay? So the easiest way, and what I'd recommend starting with, is actually just ripping from a computer that has a CD drive. Of course, you can buy an external CD drive to plug into more modern, laptops, that kind of thing. But a lot of newer computers, desktop laptops, do not have CD, DVD drives, that kind of thing. So if you happen to have an old laptop, like right here is my Dell Studio 17, which is an amazing laptop for the time. I do have a video back in the queue that talks about all the ports, all the bells, all the whistles. It was really ahead of its time. And I didn't sell this. I kept this. I tend not to sell computers or things because I use them for different applications, much like I have a whole bunch of different, MP3 players, that kind of thing. And this would really work for all the players combined. So let's say you have, some CDs, you have a computer, access to a computer with a drive, or a computer with a external drive. That works too. What you want to do is you want to rip your CD, okay? So this is actually going to be my first Windows version of this, and I'll show some different programs and things. If you have a favorite ripping software, I'd love to hear what it is in the comments below, or email me at tuxtoys@gmail.com, okay? But it's very easy to rip a CD. We're going to take a CD. I just happen to have Faith No More here, so we're going to open this up. I'm sure you know what a CD looks like, okay? So there's our CD. We're going to pull this out, okay? Make sure it's in pretty good condition. Be sure and wipe it down if need be. Of course, I'm touching it, which isn't the best idea. But you can see it looks pretty clean, so everything's going to be good. It's going to make a nice, copy. We're going to insert the CD into the laptop, so it's going to suck it in there. Hopefully. There we go. Yep. Okay, so it's inserting it, it's taking it, and now we're going to have some options coming up here, okay? Let me go ahead and dim the lights, and we're going to take a look at the screen. Okay, after a couple seconds of identifying that it's a CD, a music CD, that type of thing, Windows typically goes into this kind of screen here where it kind of shows a bunch of things, a bunch of track numbers, that kind of thing. Oftentimes CDs may not have tracks listed, and so you may have to actually rip it and then use the MP3, like an editor tool, to edit the MP3 or audio file, But as far as ripping goes, so right here we have a collection. Now, if you wanted to rip it in the older systems, okay, typically Windows Media Player is the way to go. So I'm going to open Windows Media Player. It is this little icon right down here. And you can look at it through menu, through media player, that kind of thing. And this sometimes will actually show album art too, which is kind of cool. And up here, you have actually a button called Rip CD. How amazing is that? It's that simple on an older PC even, okay? And again, newer ones may not have all these functions, although if you start getting into Linux and things like that, you may have even better functions, okay? As far as ripping quality. We're going to go into Rip Settings here, okay? Again, this is Windows Media Player. And you can see there's some options here. We have formats, and you can rip in like Windows Media Audio, Windows Media Audio Pro, Windows Media Audio Variable, MP3, and Wave Lossless. Okay, so some things may not be listed, like FLAC is not actually called out, although Wave Lossless is, lossless files. So that would be the same, I believe. I don't think it will say FLAC though, but let's go ahead. We'll do that as an example here. Notice it does not say DSF, okay, which is my favorite file format, but that will go into more depth in a future video, okay? But you can really create a nice little audio file, MP3, whatever you want to call it, just doing it this method. So here we went ahead and we got everything, our rip settings done. Okay, everything's set in there. We'll go ahead and check it one more time. I'm going to hit rip settings. We're going to take a look at audio quality. And right now that is going to be best quality, which is 1411.2 kilobytes per second, best quality, okay? And that's the best quality on that lossless version, okay? But there is, again, other system settings here where you could make it something different, okay? So, and actually, if you go back to like the original HD DVDs, that kind of thing, it actually used WAV files, So WAV is actually kind of a good way to go. All right, let's go ahead and we'll click Rip CD here. So we're going to rip CD. We'll give that a little click. There we go. And now you can see it is starting to rip. So you can see the first track here says ripping, unknown artist. I don't think it's going to pick up the tags, but we'll find out here momentarily. Normally, again, when you rip it yourself, the tags will not be included, but then there is that MP4 program I use that you could easily tag, add album art, song lyrics, whatever you want to it. That's why some people find it's actually a lot easier to get, pre-ripped CDs, that kind of thing, or buy them, off a service. Now, keep in mind, if you buy them from, either like Amazon or Apple or whoever have you, there's a very good chance that it will have album art, but it may not be the best quality necessarily. And sometimes they'll try and hide behind things like saying HD audio or whatever, but when you really look into the bread and butter of it, the nitty gritty, if you will, sometimes it's not actually the best audio file. So it's good, don't get me wrong, it's good, but maybe it's not the very best. And keep in mind that best is kind of something which is very subjective to the user, because the very best quality file to me is the largest quality file, the biggest file. But to some people that takes up too much space, and maybe you don't want that kind of burden on yourself of having these huge honking files that are better in quality, just a little bit at least, from an HD audio file standpoint. But then at the same time, you can't have as much music, or you have to buy a bigger, memory card or whatever. Okay, looking back here, you can see it's already ripped tracks 1 through 4, and it's ripping track 5 here for us. Little green bar going across, it's going through, and this whole process really doesn't take too long. Okay, so we finished ripping our CD, and you can see here we got 10 tracks are all ripped. Everything is good, except for there's no album art or unknown artist. It doesn't only have track information. So I want to try and re-rip it. This time I connected to the internet. This laptop was offline before. Now we're going to be online, and you can see right here we're connected. We have a signal, and so we're going to go ahead and try and see if it will actually pull the album art. And maybe it will, maybe it won't, but we'll find out. Let's try to go ahead and we're going to try something different this time. Let's go ahead and try and do audio quality format. Let's just do MP3. That's the most basic one here. And we'll go ahead and we got that set, and we'll go ahead and rip CD. Okay, so we're online here, and it's ripping the CD, and we're going to see this is kind of an experiment if Windows will add the album art. Now, there have been services in the past that will actually, find album art, lyrics, all that stuff for you. Sometimes they're pay, sometimes they're free. More times than not, there's like a trial version, or maybe like window of time, like, 7-day free trial or something, or like a lower tier version of it that is free. But oftentimes they'll try and egg you into a more expensive tiered version, and sometimes maybe it's worth it, honestly. If you're ripping your whole CD collection, and if you want album art to be perfect, track information to be perfect, everything, it probably is worth it to go ahead and, pay for a 1-month subscription or something, and get everything just right, than having to re-tag everything yourself. Now, again, there is a program called MP3 I believe is the name of it. Let's go ahead and open up. I've showed this program before. It's a ripping tool. Let's see here. And as we search here, you can see there's going to be a lot of things showing for MP3 editors, different ones you can get. Some of them, again, are probably free. Some of them not free. And, let's see. The one I like is actually, okay, my favorite one is this MP3 tag. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And while it's ripping that other one, we're going to go ahead and download this real quick. And I'll just show you this real quick. And I have a whole separate video on this program. But this is one of my favorite free editing tools, okay? And we'll go ahead and let's see here. We'll do download. Right up there, just click on download. There is a donate button, which actually this program I use a lot, so maybe I'll have to donate to these guys in the future. We'll go ahead and download the executable. I believe this is 64-bit Windows. And start downloading momentarily here. I can feel this laptop spinning, like it's ripping still right now too. So as we're doing this, over here you can see it's ripping. It's almost done. So we'll have the answer to that question about will it actually show the tags or not in a second. We're going to go ahead and open this up now. And it's going to install the MP3 tag software, which again, you really can't go wrong. It's totally free. It works amazing. You can change all sorts of things, album art, lyrics, song title. You can put your own funny photos in for album art if you want. It's a really fun program, which I highly recommend. Okay, looks like unfortunately, even though we were connected online, Windows Media Player cannot download the media information for the CD. Now, the CD is kind of obscure. Like, if it's a more popular CD, maybe they could. This particular one is Faith No More. Okay, their CD from a few years ago. So there's a good chance maybe they just don't know this CD. It's not that popular compared to, some bigger name ones from like top, artists, Muse, Britney Spears, whatever you listen to, Lady Gaga, whatever, it's not like a top artist. So maybe it just doesn't know that particular CD. Right now, we're going to go ahead and install the MP3 software just to show you this real quick. And again, there is a separate video I have on tagging and editing, which I'll put a link down below for you or at the end of the video. But this is very simple to install, totally free, totally worth it, in my opinion. You just hit run. Okay, next. It'll take you through a few screens. I'll do the standard installation. I don't believe there's any weird spyware once you donate, but you can just skip over that if you don't want to. Try it first and see what you think, And then from here you can see this is what it looks like. And basically all you have to do is go ahead and open a source, like change directory, okay? And we can go under, it probably is under music, I would think. So once installed, you just have to go ahead and add the music directory to the software, okay? So we're going to select unknown artists. That's where our rip went to from earlier, our Faith No More. Okay, we're going to select that folder, and there's our tracks right there. And actually, it's going to show each track twice, because don't forget, one time we ripped it in MP3, and one time we ripped it in WAV, okay? So that's something to consider. So, and on here, you can, put them in order by a song title or whatever format, that kind of thing. So if you want, you can see right here, there's the difference is that the actual original one, okay, the PCM file, that was 1,411. That was the WAV, okay? And then the MPEG was 128 kilobytes. So big difference, huge difference between 1,411 kilobytes, okay, and 128 kilobytes. So definitely a quality difference there, a size difference, like a big difference in everything. So, and this gives you all that information too, and you can actually add more things to add more information to this if you want. Now, once you actually select on a track over here on this side here, you can change the track, the title, the artist, the album art, everything, and that is in my video for this software. If you want a deeper dive into this, just let me know, and I can go even more into it in a future video. But just know there's a lot of programs for editing MP3s, and this is my favorite because it's free, it's full featured, it's amazing, but it's not automatic, okay? At least I personally have not had good luck with it pulling things automatic. There's a lot of services up here which I really don't use, to be honest with you, but I just manually enter things and change it myself, okay? All right, friends, I want to thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Hopefully this has answered a few questions about ripping your own CD. You can do it, okay? And then from here, you can go ahead and stick it onto an MP3 player, which again, I have videos on that as well, all right? Thanks for watching, friends. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.